SER.
Welcome back to SecER. In the world of technology, one thing you cannot get enough of is memory. Day by day, programs and applications are eating up more and more space. The good news is there is a lot of options out there. Known for his useful information, fine wit, and sunny disposition, our very own Romain is probably the finest man mentioned in this sentence. He's here to tell us, nay, show us, about the very different options of memory. Mr. Romain.
How are you, sir?
How you doing?
I'm so touched.
Of course.
That was quite nice. Just my heart is just overwhelmed right now. But yeah, we're talking about memory.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of options, but you also have to consider exactly what you're using it for, and how much space you actually need.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, before we get into the different types of memory devices that I have here, I just have a couple. I'm going to talk about some terms that I'm going to throw around throughout this segment,
Okay.
just so the viewers at home understand what I'm talking about. The size. Okay, the size is the crucial thing about memory.
So size matters, right?
Size does matter.
Okay.
Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because it does.
Contrary to what we
Yes.
men convince ourselves.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Yes.
So let's talk about size right now. Memory, of course.
Yeah.
Right?
What were you talking about?
I was talking about this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Same here. Okay.
Okay.
Good,
All right.
yeah.
Fine. Fair enough. All right. So most memory devices are given the size in megabytes, gigabytes. So what we want to do is actually, I just want to introduce to the viewers the different conversions. Okay.
Okay.
So one thing you want to keep in mind is that 2,000 megabytes is equal to 2 gigabytes, and 1,000 megabytes is equal to 1 gigabyte. So basically, megabytes make up gigabytes.
Okay.
All right. There's a step higher than that, and you go to terabytes,
Okay.
which is 1,000 gigabytes. All right, which is a tremendous amount of space. I don't know.
It's a lot of space, right?
It is a lot of space. I don't know who would actually use that, but terabytes is like probably there's probably more than that, but terabytes is a lot.
So the way it goes, it's kilobyte, then
Kilobyte.
megabyte,
Yeah.
then gigabyte, then terabyte. Is there
exactly.
anything after that? Or?
There probably is.
Oh my God, byte.
Yeah,
Or something?
probably.
Okay.
But I don't know. But
All
I'm
right.
sure there is. All right. So those are the kind of terms that you want to keep in mind,
All right.
megabytes and gigabytes,
Okay.
when you're working with that. Just in case you're not too familiar with those terms, you just want to think about, for example, 100 pennies make up 1 loonie type of thing, right?
Okay.
And then 5 loonies make up $5 type of thing.
Okay.
All right. So that's how you gotta
All
keep
right.
in your mind. All right. So the first memory device I want to talk about is flash drives, jump drives, memory sticks. Whatever you want to call it. This is it. It's a smaller version. It's really, really portable, as you can see, fit
Yeah.
in your pocket, anywhere you want to, your earlobe. I don't know where you want to keep this
Okay.
thing. But it's really small.
All right.
These typically range from about 1 gig to sometimes 16 or 32 gigs as well.
Oh, wow, in
so
that?
In this.
Nice.
And it's
All right.
actually really, really good. Now, interesting fact that I actually found out is that there are 2 different types of memory sticks. There's the single-level cell memory, and there's also the multi-level cell memory. Now, the better of the two is actually the single-level cell memory.
Really? I would have thought the multi-level,
multi.
you know.
Well, the multi is actually cheaper to make, apparently. But what you want to think about is the life cycle of these things.
Okay.
And the multi-level only allows for 10,000 write cycles. So that refers to how many times you actually put and take things off.
Also, there's a limit.
Yeah, there's actually a
I didn't
limit
know
to this.
that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't know either. I found
Wow.
out recently too.
Wow.
So there's only 10,000 write cycles on these, and on the single level cell, there's actually 100,000. So the single level actually lasts longer than that.
Wow, all right.
So these are typically used for transferring and storing information. You can store it on here, but again, you're limited to like 16 gigabytes of space on there,
Okay.
right? So pictures, music,
Yeah.
homework, things like that you want to take
Okay.
from home to school and things like that you can do with that. All right, and now this was actually a progression from something way back in the day. I'm not sure
Oh
if you
my.
remember floppy disks.
Of course I remember.
All right, this is what we came from. All right, so we don't really need this anymore, but just to give you an idea of where we come from in terms of size wise.
Actually, I'm going to show a bit of my age now. I remember the ones that are older than this, the 5 1/4.
The 5 1/4 ones,
The
I remember
real
those.
flop. You know those ones?
Yeah, I remember those. But we've progressed, right? So
Yeah.
now everything's like smaller and a lot
Definitely.
more space available to you. And a great thing actually about these that I just remembered is that they're very easily transferable from PC to Mac. which is very, very crucial. All right, so if you have a
Okay.
file on a PC, you want to transfer it to a Mac and vice versa, you can do it
And
easily.
how do you connect it through the
Through the USB,
USB, okay.
right here. So this little thing like
All
that,
right.
you'd pop it in, and your computer automatically reads it, and you're able to transfer files, read files, whatever it is that you want to do
Wow.
with this.
Okay.
All right. So that's the USB stick. Now, a step up from that is going to be your portable or external hard drive.
Yeah.
All right. These typically have a lot more space on them. They are portable, but I wouldn't suggest you walk around too much with them because, again, it is a hard drive just enclosed in a case, and you don't want to be walking around. And
So there are moving parts in there.
could be.
Okay.
All right. And in previous episodes, actually, Nguyen actually taught us how to make an external hard drive. All right. Which is actually just a hard drive in an enclosure. That's pretty much
Okay.
what it is.
So it's exactly like the one that's inside the computer, but
Yes.
it's outside in a case.
Outside in a case.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Now with these, again, you can store anything you want to on there. All
Mm-hmm.
right. It is made to store data, but these are more so for very important files, for example, that you may have on your computer that you may not use all the time. So let's say there's some personal financial files.
Okay.
Because your internal hard drive is on your computer, it's going to be open to viruses from the internet and things like that. So you don't want those files to get damaged. You can use an external hard drive, all right,
Okay.
and kind of plug it in and plug it out when you're ready.
Nice.
Now, in relation to what I talked about with the USB stick to PC and Mac, you're going to have to actually format your drive so that it's capable to go back and forth with those.
Oh,
so that's
wow.
one of the downfalls, I guess, with the
So
external
you have to
hard
format
drive.
the whole thing, right?
But you got to set it in a way that a Mac will read it and also a
And a
PC will read it as well.
Do you have to do that with these as well?
No, you don't have to do it with those.
But
those
these you have to.
These you would have to
Okay.
do it with.
All
all right.
right.
But again, it's a lot of space on this. So if you got movies, music, whatever it is, this will definitely hold all your family photos, all, the vacation with you and Dr. MacGyver, things like that.
Nobody knows about that, okay?
No, Okay.
His
never
wife
mind.
could be watching.
Never mind.
Yeah?
I'm going to stop on that. So, and just as a quick thing, these are normally connected using USB and also FireWire as well. Those are two very high speed interface cables.
So what's there? And they have different connections,
Different
right?
connections. The
and
USB,
FireWire. Okay.
some of them come with FireWire, but USB is the most popular.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what we
of the
usually
cables
see.
as well.
All
Now,
right.
there's other memory devices that you can use, not necessarily a device, but there's also, you can store things on DVD, and also a really popular one too, especially in mobile devices. I got my cell phone here, is mini SD.
Oh,
All
wow.
right.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah, I've used one of them.
So you got one of these.
That's tiny,
Store it
though.
in your phone. Yeah, it's really, really small.
And it holds
And
2
this holds 2 gigabytes.
gigabytes. Okay, so 2,000 megabytes.
Exactly.
Or 20,000 kilobytes.
Something like that. I'm not good at math, so I can't really figure it out. But these are for mobile devices like cell
Okay.
phones, cameras,
All
whatever
right.
else you have. You can definitely hold and store a lot of things on this as well.
I have a question here, actually, from I remember seeing it from one of our viewers. What is the difference between USB and USB 2? Are they more
It's
or less the
just
same
the
thing?
speed,
The
really.
speed, okay.
It allows you to transfer at a faster rate.
All right.
That's pretty much it. Because again, with technology, as you mentioned, it's always developing. So
Okay.
they'll take a technology and just make it better, continually make it better. Because I believe now
course.
there's like USB 3 point something and
Really?
whatnot. So it's just the speed in which that information
Basically,
is being transferred.
but it's basically the same ending and everything.
Yeah, same
right?
connection, everything like that. That hasn't changed. It's just
Uh-huh.
actually the speed in which the
All
information
right.
is being transferred.
All right. Great. All right.
right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Romain.
Not a problem at all.
Fantastic as always.
Thank you, thank you. And actually, coming up next, we do have Catherine, who's going to be talking to us about Facebook. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. It's going to be
Okay.
good.
Good stuff. All right. Take care. This is Techie R. Don't go anywhere.